What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Comics Noob podcast. I am one of your hosts, Chris, a.k.a. the Comics Noob, and with me, as always, is my man, Alec, AJ Dubs.
That's me. That's
MD.
this guy over here with the awesome facial hair.
MD. Well, they can't see your facial hair. MD.
Oh, but they can see it. It's so awesome it materializes in the mind.
Oh, yeah, good idea. Good point. Guys, what is going on? Welcome. If you don't know what this show is, get the hell out of here. No, I'm kidding. This show is basically we do comics. We talk about the comics that we're reading that we kind of love right now. We've got a bunch of comics starting with number ones, new number ones like the DC Rebirth stuff and other such types of things. So things that kind of started this year or late last year. And we're checking out these runs, and our library of comics we talk about has kind of grown. So we're kind of not really all over the place, but in a way we are. But no, we've got our regulars. Anyway, so what are we doing this week, Alec? We're going to be talking... okay, by the way, guys, this podcast is part of the Comics Podcast Network. You can check that out at comicspodcast.com. We are part of that network, and we're proud to be there. They have a bunch of other podcasts similar to ours and also different, but all comic book related. Very cool stuff. You should check that out in addition to ours. So thank you very much for doing so and being here with us. And this is a spoiler-filled podcast. So if you haven't read these yet, just... realize that we have. Okay, so what we're going to do this week, we're going to talk about The Flash number 9. We're doing, but we always do DC first, and then we run through our other publishers. But we're going to do DC, Flash 09. Then we're going to run to Batman Beyond number 1. Then we're going to hit Blue Beetle number 2, and we're going to finish off with a little Lucas Stand number 5 out of 6. And we're sad that it's ending, but we'll get to that when we get there. And then maybe we'll talk about something else at the end. Okay, so why don't we just go ahead and get right into The Flash? Yeah, right into the freaking Flash. So Flash 09, I'm going to say right away, right off the bat, I'm going to say words to you. Okay. So the cover is done by...
You didn't like the art? Because I didn't either.
I did not like the art. The cover
Me neither.
The cover we have on is... what the hell's his name again? It's so
our homie Carmine. Okay,
it's Carmine. Yeah, but I like his last name, DJ Domenico. DJ Domenico.
The one where it's like Wally help me, and they're both saying I'm coming.
Yeah, it's Carmine. Okay, so our buddy Carmine, love that art. But we've got Jorge Corona did the actual art. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad art style.
No. To be honest, this time I actually didn't really like it.
Yeah,
it was like a Cartoon Network movie.
Yeah,
kind of animation. Like I didn't like this. It wasn't.
Look, I will give it this. You know how, especially when I talk about the Flash, I talk about the movement in each panel. Yeah. You know how like Carmine's art really makes each panel.
Yeah, but that extra lightning that he has, that aura of lightning, is so big with this. I feel like.
Well, this time it was drawn. It wasn't. It doesn't look like it was done in the computer. It was actually drawn.
Yeah, but they don't have
pencil.
They don't have it constantly. They only have it when they're fighting and stuff.
Well, that's part of it. Yeah,
in Carmine's work, when they're just walking around talking to each other, they just have it. It's there.
Which is interesting.
Like lightning. It's awesome.
But the interesting thing about that is because it's the same colorist, Ivan Placencia. It's the same colorist. So I would have assumed that it would have been the same. But anyway, like I said, look. I will say the art does move. It's not like this has better movement than the previous artist we had that wasn't Carmine the last time. But I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, we're just biased.
We're just so used to it. But I mean, I'm looking at the art now, and it's very cool art, but it's very extreme art. And I don't think I'm a huge fan of that. But I do, what it is? If I saw this without having...
The lightning looks like fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not into that. You know what I mean? I like if you actually look on the cover that he drew, that Carmine drew, you could see that lightning that I'm talking about. You know,
absolutely.
What I mean? It's on there.
Yeah.
And this shit just looks like lava almost.
You need that thin line.
Yeah,
because it's that. Yeah, that little. Not these are more like tendrils, like
last issue I think it was, or whichever one was like the final fight with Godspeed.
Yeah.
There was like so much lightning action in that shit. It was great.
Yeah,
There was
but
so many
you know,
panels and scenes that was just lightning.
I know. I think if we weren't used to Carmine's work, we would be like, this was actually pretty dope. Again, it is dope. I do like this art style, but I just like Carmine's better. All right. So having said all that, let's jump into the actual story. Not going to do a huge recap, but out of nowhere, I mean literally out of nowhere, the Speed Force decides it wants to pull fucking Barry Allen back into it. Right? For whatever fucking reason. And he has this fit, and both Wallies end up, they meet. Okay, so Wally West, the original Wally West, we'll call him White Wally West. He comes up, and he shows up, and the kid's like, and new Wally West is like, what the fuck? He's like, hey man, I'm you, but I'm not you. Don't mess up your suit. You know, and so they're there. They're both present when he's having his little fit. He said some pretty mean things to them, and they're like, why would you say that? Barry wouldn't say that.
Dude, he was freaking the fuck out, man.
It was great though. I enjoyed it. He's like old man and shit like that. But what I don't get is why did the fucking Speed Force decide to just try and fucking take him? Like, what was that all about?
I don't know. Maybe because other Wally West came back and like fucked up, you know, the time.
But he's been back though, and he's been back.
I don't think he was in their dimension though, was he?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, but he was out doing his own thing though.
But he was still in their dimension. He pulled him back, you know, in Rebirth. He pulls.
But like two people that are the same but of different dimensions meeting each other, wouldn't that fuck shit up in some way?
I just think they should have
elaborated
said
on
that. He says,
Yeah.
"What's happening to him?" New Wally West. Old Wally West says, I've seen this before. It almost happened to me. I was lost in the Speed Force and couldn't find a connection to the real world. It was causing me to disappear from existence. Meanwhile, he's Zoom is in his ear, in Barry's ear. And so they end up getting him back. They pull him back from the Speed Force. And in his little trance thing, he lets slip that New Wally West's uncle is actually his father and was the Reverse Flash. And he's like, Why didn't you fucking tell me? Blah, blah, blah. He's all pissed off. And then a cool scene where old Wally West comes and talks to him, and he says, "Listen, you know, the Flash. Listen to the Flash because he goes and he taught me a lot of stuff, not just about Flash things, but he taught me about life and everything. So just listen to him." And it was a cool scene. I enjoyed the couple of pages that it was, you know, explaining how, you know, we know like the old Wally West parents, they were always fighting. They split up, and you know, new Wally West has his own share of baggage. And I just enjoyed he's a good teacher, he tells him, you know, and he's like, cool, thanks, man. You know, I appreciate that, you know. He's like, he shows him, he's at the end of the conversation, he says, let me show you how I stopped that explosion. So he's going to teach him a little stuff. Really cool end panel there with them getting their suits on. They're using the Speed Force to get their suits on. That was pretty cool. That was one of my favorite panels of the comic, right?
Yeah.
And then
I love how their suits just materialize. That shit's cool.
I like that shit better than the Ring. I hated the Ring. I thought the Ring was so dumb.
And then we see the old school helmet.
Yeah. So at the end, he's talking to Barry and old Wally West are talking, and he's like, "How come you don't talk to Iris?" He's like, "Oh, you're the one sending her the flowers." He's like, "Yeah, well, listen, I'm not gonna do it. Just leave me alone," you know. But he keeps sending her flowers because he cares, this and that. And then he said when he was in the thing, he saw something in the Speed Force that he doesn't think he was supposed to see. So he thinks that he saw a bunch of shit in the Speed Force that wasn't supposed to happen to him, that he wasn't supposed to see. So
but it says it filled him with hope.
Yeah.
Seeing and that weird ass helmet filled him
that's
with
the
hope.
old, right? I get that's
yeah. That's the helmet that the first Flash wore, I believe.
So, but the first Flash wasn't Barry Allen.
I don't know.
I don't know that. See, guys, if you know this backstory, let us know. Because once again, I'm probably not going to research it between now and then. So let us know what the hell's going on with that. I do know that in the Flash TV series, his father, on the TV series, the guy that plays Barry Allen's father, is wearing this suit. Plus, there's Wally West there as well, yellow-suited Wally West. This is all in the TV show I'm talking about. But what's interesting, if you don't know, is that the guy who plays Barry Allen's father in the WB TV show
Garrick was the original with that helmet.
What's his name?
Jay Garrick.
Jay Garrick. Okay. He is actually, so the guy who plays his father in the WB show is actually the guy who played the Flash in the 90s television show. There was a 90s television show back in the day, and that guy played the Flash. He played Barry Allen, and I loved it. I was a kid, and I loved it. I love that show. I actually want to try and find it and watch it again. But it's just interesting that he put him in there, and that he plays Barry Allen's father, and now he's playing the original Flash. I don't know the storyline, so if you guys know, you can fill me in. I will catch up on the Flash. I'm still on season 1. Don't laugh. All right, I'm still on season 1.
Yeah, me too. I'm only on like the fucking 4th episode.
Exactly, so dude. I think I'm literally on the 4th episode. Yeah, exactly. So that was pretty cool. I think it's cool that he saw that. And we'll see what happens next. Speed of Darkness, the Speed of Darkness. So I hope Carmine's back. This issue, I mean, it wasn't. I don't think it was as strong as the other ones. Do you agree?
Yeah.
I really don't think. I mean, we got a lot of story stuff.
The Godspeed arc was like amazing.
Well, this is. I mean, this is setting up for the next arc, which is great.
Well, of course. But I'm saying like. It pretty much right away it was crazy.
Right.
Like there was a second Flash, then there was the Storm and all these other Flashes, and it was like, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. I get it. I mean, obviously
this one kind of took a page out of Blue Beetle's playbook with all the fucking dialogue.
Yeah. That's true. It had some good moments, don't get me wrong.
Not dissing it, of course, because I know it's going to set up for something that's probably awesome.
Yeah.
But I will say it was a little bit slower. In comparison.
But we did get some reference to the Rebirth issue, and we have to find out Batman. They talk about the button he has, and who's watching us, and whoever it is watching us. So we're getting somewhere. All right. So I guess that's pretty. Was there anything else that we wanted to talk about? I'm just skipping through here, looking at all this stuff, and yeah, I think that's about it, right? Nothing really else we want to go through. Yeah, it was pretty good. All right, so let's just move on. Next, we're going to go with Batman Beyond numero uno. Uno Duno. Now, you had said you had the cover with where it's like the collage with everyone, right?
Yeah.
And then
it's very like 80s movie poster, like RoboCop.
Yeah, pretty dope. But then there's the other one where he's like, it's just him throwing a Batarang into the screen, smashing through a glass. It looks fucking so sick. All right, so Batman Beyond, number 1. I enjoyed this one very, very much. I think it's moving pretty fast. So we have the guy that's ahead of the Jokers with a Z. First of all, it's written by Dan Jurgens, and I like Dan Jurgens' stuff. Really cool. Art is pretty cool. I like the colors. It's very computer colored. You know what I'm saying? A lot of glow and stuff like that. I like it. I think it's really cool for the type of comic, because you have I call it a flat future, and I don't know why, but it's like a term that I've always used for art like this, meaning you have a lot of solid colors. So like the shot where you see Joker in the tank, or just parts of the buildings, or even on his suit alone, like it's like there are some colored gradients, some glow, but then other parts are just like one or two colors flat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And especially like the buildings around. Like I like it. I like the mixture behind it. It's cool. Plus you got a lot of backgrounds blurred out. Really cool stuff. I really enjoyed the art. Story wise, the last time we left Terry, he was fighting his girlfriend Lana. Was that her name? Dana. Dana was taken by Terminal. Or Carter, whatever his real name is, she calls him by his full name, and he hates it. It's some dude that's a Joker wannabe. He's explaining to Dana that
he's like bringing him back to life.
They're going to bring Joker back to life. He goes, and why not? It's the biggest joke that we could play on Gotham. He's like, why not bring this crazy guy back to life? He said some cool stuff, though, how everybody, nobody wants to be Batman. You think people want to be Batman, but they don't. They want to be people. He says people think they should be Batman, doing the right thing and suffering for it, when it's the Joker that truly inhabits our souls. And I mean, I don't disagree with the dude, to be honest with you. I really don't.
No, for real. He made a lot of very valid fucking points. I was like, shit, he's right, man.
And then you have Terry's little brother Matt pulling their friend Max to the fucking Batcave. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, like he just knows what's up.
But that's cool, though. I like when they get like close friends involved, especially like this. It's always the younger people, It's never like the older guys. They always get their like friends involved. So we left Terry off fighting the Bane, the Joker Bane, the Bane Joker. We'll call him the Bane Joker. All right. He's got that. I'm saying it's Bane juice. It's that Venom. All right.
Yeah, no, yeah, it most likely is because
So-
he even decreases in size after he cuts it off him.
Right. So he buried Terry. He threw him into a building, and he's all buried underneath. And so right away, Terry's trying to get out. Uses his Batman prowess and uses some little explosive nuggets to fucking blast his way out. And then he's fighting this dude, and he's getting his ass handed to him until he realizes I'm gonna take these tubes out of his body. So he does that. Cuts that little backpack out. Meanwhile, Matt and Max in the Batcave are trying to help, Matt's brother Terry in the Batsuit, and Terry's getting his ass handed to him, man, like fucking just beat down. He beats the dude, the Joker Bane, the Bane Joker, to be fucking bombarded by just a shit ton of Jokers.
Yeah, he gets stomped out, dude. He gets like
he just gets his ass handed to him. His suit gets fucking ripped apart. Like, I was like, oh my God. And it's crazy because I don't know the arc before this, but the guy, who was the guy's name? Let me just look real quick. The guy that had him. Apparently Terry's been away.
Tim Drake was Batman Beyond during the Future's End War.
But Terry was Spellbinder. He was captured by Spellbinder.
Yeah, that was later on in the Future's End arc, I believe. That I only read half of it, and then I lost touch with it.
But that's where
I have to buy it.
But that's where Terry's been. He's been with Spellbinder, and then he just got back from being abducted or whatever. I don't know that. If you guys want to fill us in, please, thank you. So he's out of shape, and he even says it. He goes, "What the hell made me think that I could just roll out of bed and be Batman?" He goes, "It takes work, it takes preparation, So he went in this thing thinking that he was just going to beat everyone's ass, and there's like thousands of Jokers in this town. They took over an entire city, block or town or whatever. And he's like, I was an asshole. I'm fucking jerk off. So he blasts off using his little rocket boots and gets back to the cave and tells his little brother, look, Batman, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work as me as Batman. And he's like, oh, but you said... But you tell me, He's all upset. He's like, my brother's a quitter. And he's like, no, he's not a quitter. He's fucking just got his ass handed to him. You got to give him a break. He says, the one line he says, he goes, his little brother says, he says, Terry says Batman can't do the job. Matt says, don't say that. That's not true. And he's like, why not? It's true. He's like, a couple of thousand Jokers. He goes, that's Batman. That's beyond Batman. I thought that was kind of cool,
That was a little pun.
So he comes out and he's dressed as one of those fuckers. And he's like, awesome. You know what they say? If you can't beat them, join them. But here's the funny thing. First of all, I like that armor. It's really fucking cool. The green and red and purple. But I was like, how long was he fucking in that bathroom or changing whatever? Like, and he had all this just sitting there. Like, when the fuck did they just put all this stuff on? You know what I'm saying? They literally spoke 2 lines to each other, Matt and Max, and he comes out of his bathroom dressed like that. Full body face paint, right? Full body paint, all this gear.
Just do that.
What? I was like, what are you talking about? That's insane. Really cool, though. I really like it, though. So he's going to go in and he's going to go on the cover. Really smart, though. But what I don't get is, you're going to go back and do that. Why don't you train for a minute? Like, take a fucking week off. Oh, wait, no, but he can't Dana. He's got to get Dana. All right, so he's just going to go in. He's got to get his girl. Totally forgot about her for a second. He's got to get in there. He's got to get this girl. I totally forgot. My bust. Yes, I mean, what'd you think, man?
I mean, I'm loving this shit. Like,
twists and
turns, just like any Batman storyline,
I like that they're trying to bring the fucking Joker back. He looks fucking insane.
His younger brother's going to be something one day.
Who, Matt? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. He's going to have some sort of mantle. Maybe he'll be the first whatever Robin would be for Batman Beyond.
Oh, Batman Beyond's never had a fucking sidekick.
Yeah, because he's never been old enough and wise enough. But you see him in this one get his ass kicked, and you see him say to himself, just like Batman did in the early stories, like Year One and stuff like that. He's like, "Oh, I have to be faster. I have to be better, and this and that."
Yeah,
he's going
I like
through the same things Bruce Wayne did. He's going through the same growth.
Yeah,
so
and
hopefully,
the stakes
hopefully
are...
we'll see a lot of Batman Beyond in like the main storylines.
That'd be cool.
He'll become a main hero.
Yeah. It's also pretty big fucking stakes bringing the Joker back, and plus thousands of fucking Jokers. Like, I mean, obviously I don't know how many arcs they're gonna run this might just be like bringing the Joker back to life might be the one arc, or it might be the one arc that goes throughout multiple arcs. I don't know. But right now, this is what's going on, and it's pretty big. It's pretty big. Bruce is probably rolling in his fucking grave, being like, "Fuck these guys!
Yeah.
How dare you bring back that asshole?" I tried killing him 1,000 times. Yeah, so good stuff. I'm enjoying this comic. I think it's really fun, and just really great to see his. I mean, not great, but kind of great to see him get his ass handed to him. Like overwhelming odds, but he was never down for the count. He was like, I'll get out of this, but fuck, I'm an asshole. It was fucking stupid. Anyway, yeah, good stuff. I like future clothing. Our clothing now is looking like that more and more.
Yeah.
Like the definitely. Shit Matt and Max are wearing, they're kind of like,
Yeah, without a doubt.
I always loved the Terry McGinnis's jacket. That brown with the black stripes. I always wanted that. And I wasn't young when this came out. I wasn't young. I was like already out of my teens or towards the end of my teens. 90, when did this come out? 97, 98, 99? I don't know.
No, it was like 01, I think. 02.
Was it? No, I was already in college and shit.
Because
by then,
the animated series was like the late 90s, right?
No, that was 92 and shit, dude.
Really? Oh,
yeah, that was a little earlier, and then this came out. So I think this might have been the late 90s. Either way, I was more or less out of my teens, but I was always like, damn, I want a jacket like that. I liked it. Anyway, okay, guys. So I think that's about it. That's pretty fucking cool. Again, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun comic, and I'm glad it's only a fucking monthly.
99 to 01 it was.
What, this one?
Batman Beyond. Yes.
Okay, yeah, right. So late 90s, early. Okay, cool. Right, so this is monthly, right? I believe.
Yes.
All right, thank God. Good. All right. We can handle the monthlies. It's these bi-weeklies that are killing us. Anyway.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. All right. So let's end back. Let's be done with this one. We're good with that. Next, we got going on Blue Beetle numero 2. Okay.
Dude,
okay.
I really want to enjoy this, but it takes me so long.
Yeah.
To read these issues, and then I feel like I've read nothing. Like I feel like I don't know what is truly happening. That's actually exciting.
I've got a bunch of things about that with this issue and this comic in general. I'm going to tell you I love the art. I'm liking the art.
Yeah.
I really like
and
the
again,
art.
I love that backdrop, the white noise looking backdrop.
Oh yeah, that the halftone. Yeah. The halftone, black and white halftone. What cover did you get?
When what's her name? Blip or some shit like that. What's her fucking name? The red one.
Blur. Yeah.
Blur. That bitch is she's like standing over him.
Okay. Yeah. He's bleeding and shit. And then there's the other one.
But this plays out, dude. This plays out like a Cartoon Network show.
It certainly does. It
plays out like, and I feel like I've said that before about this one.
Yeah, and I think it's supposed to. But and it's fine. It's just, I mean, this. Okay, so the story is
that fucking suit does so much shit.
Oh yeah, dude, Blue Beetle suit is, and he does it without him even wanting to. That's the funniest part about it.
But all that happens is they talk.
All right, so
like snappy one-liners back and forth. And
dude,
like,
I love the posse. Love
awesome.
the way they look. I'm loving.
I like the tree guy.
The tree guy. I like Nightcatcher. I fucking love that guy. He's fucking so cool. And Sfish. I don't even know how you say it. Sfish. Sphish. Sfish.
Yeah,
Spish.
Yeah, I guess so.
Spish.
Sfish.
Right?
Yeah.
So dumb. Love it. Love it though. Yeah, just fucking cool, man. I like them. I like all their fucking the shit. So, all right, we find out in this comic that Cord had set up the posse with Jamie Reyes' mother, who is a nurse, I think.
Yeah.
She's a doctor, but she's also the doctor for the posse. Like, so she's helping. She's helping metahumans. All right, because apparently this part of town, or this town in general, has a lot of metahumans. Again, don't exactly know why. Don't remember if it was in Rebirth or not. I don't think it was. So whatever's going on there, if you guys are following Blue Beetle and you want to let us know. But yeah, so he sets up Jamie's mom to help the posse, and not only that, they're checking out these holes in the ground. Can I be honest with you, man? I don't even know what is going on. Like, why are these Why are these holes here?
This is, dude, like reading this was like hard. Like I couldn't. Each time I turned the page and I got the first glance of how many fucking speech bubbles was on each one, I was like, this is gonna kill me.
This would be an amazing cartoon. Like this would be fantastic in cartoon form. These particular,
it takes too long to read this shit.
It's so much. So
and it's only because like you know, we've had Captain America issues and stuff with tons of dialogue, but it's all substance shit. I feel like all the shit they're saying is like stupid arguments and bickering.
Right. Okay. So for example, we have the patented Jamie talking to Cord while he's doing stuff. Only this time the twist is that the posse is listening to him, thinking he's fucking crazy. So he's like, Nightcatcher's like, see, crazier than a sack of cats. He's like, yeah, you like okay? And he's like, just wonderful, because he's been talking to Cord, and they're all like, who the fuck are you talking to, you maniac? So, and then later on, when they leave Blur with him, she just wants his fucking jock the whole time. She's a horny little bitch.
Which was like funny the first couple pages, but then like 10 pages
later.
Dude,
the whole rest of the fucking comic, she's flirting with him, and she's like hitting him and punching him and porting him everywhere, and like, what the fuck? Like, why? Put your fucking dick away, bitch. Like,
shit, man. Like,
seriously, she just wants some fucking dick. Like, really? I don't know. I mean, I thought it was, look, it's angsty, dude. It's angsty. He's all angsty because he's like, oh, I want to be a Blue Beetle. She's like, I just want a dick in my mouth. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah.
But I was like, will you calm the like, really? This is weird. And then she tricks him and ends up kissing him anyway. Like, come on, just stop being a fucking. Oh, that was weird. Not weird, but it was annoying. It really didn't have to go on for that long. Like,
no, it didn't.
I guess they're making it like, oh, this is very teeny. Boppy, teen bop, whatever, WB-ish, whatever. I get it. I don't know.
It's making me hate it, though.
It's kind of annoying. Yeah, I don't
hate
because
it, dude.
Overall, the story...
With the amount of comics I read, I don't need no shit like this. You know
yeah,
like...
and it sucks because Blue Beetle's kind of cool. His suit looks dope.
That's
Still
why
not a fan of the face
mask.
To do
it. That's why I wanted to read this.
Originally. I know. We might. If it continues, it might have to go the way of Green Arrow, and we'll just revisit it eventually. Like, I've started it, but I want to see what goes on. Like, there's a bigger story. So we see his two friends, Paco and the other girl, Brenda. Paco and Brenda, they're of course walking and talking and arguing like they always fuck. I don't know why they don't just fuck each other.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
At this point, they turn a corner and they see this like guy or kid with a dog tag. He's talking, but they can't tell and he just like disappears. He evaporates in front of them. They're like, you saw that? Yeah, it's called Jamie. Okay. So, and then the whole scene where she drops the Blue Beetle on some dude's parked truck, and he comes out and he's like, hey, you, some fucking redneck. And turns out he's, he hears that he works for Cord, and she's like, oh, Cord will pay for it. He's like, Cord? Ted Cord? Oh, hey, I just lost my job. Can you get me a job? And she's like, yeah, he'll get you a job. And he's like, what the fuck, bitch? It's like, get off of me, man. I don't fucking need you, man. Fuck. He's just going to go home and jerk off anyway. So, he'll probably jerk off to that fucking kiss anyway. So he goes home and confronts his mom.
To the kiss. Oh, my God.
He confronts his mom. He's like, Ma, what the fuck? And she's like, hey.
Yeah, she pretty much shuts his shit down.
Hey, watch your fucking mouth. He's like, all right, I'm sorry.
Dick nose.
Yeah, watch your fucking mouth, you little dick nose.
Dick sack.
But now, does she know that he's Blue Beetle? Because he says, oh, no. Mr. Cord's assistant hold on. No, because she says...
parading around, like, dangerously or some shit like that.
Yeah, she doesn't know he's Blue Beetle. She knows that he's around with Cord. Right. And that Cord is doing stuff to help metahumans. Yeah. So, all right. So she doesn't necessarily know that he's Blue Beetle. So, anyway, he's like, sorry, Ma. Whatever, man.
Put your life in danger while running around with Mr. Cord. That's what she said.
So, whatever. We'll fucking... we'll see. We'll see what happens. Characters are cool. I like the characters. I like the posse. I'd like to see them in action. Blur's a cool character. She's impetuous and she's a fucking horny bitch, but, I don't know. It's kind of cool. kind of cool what they can do. I'm looking forward to seeing what others can do. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, I guess. I don't want to talk about this anymore. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens next month. This monthly also, right? No, weekly. Bi-monthly?
Bi-weekly.
Bi-monthly? All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's fucking be done with it. Goodbye, Blue Beetle.
Goodbye.
Last but not least, guys, we come to issue 5 of 6 of Kurt Sutter's Lucas Stand by Boom Studios. How's that for a fucking intro to a comic?
I love this fucking thing.
Fucking really good comic. All right, guys, so...
I've decided I'm going to buy my brother a collected edition of this for Christmas.
Oh, a trade when it comes out? Nice.
Yeah, because it'll definitely be out by then.
Yeah, probably. So, guys, what happens... Okay, Lucas and Alicia, the other demon, have been paired up and sent to Hollywood, 1940 whatever, and they're going to try and hunt this fucking demon or whatever. And they've been there for a while, and there's a whole bunch of dead bodies turning up left and right while they're trying to hunt this tempter.
Yeah, they're all junkies and shit.
They're all junkies, and they haven't been able to find them. Okay, so they haven't been able to get a hold of him. Plus, his compass isn't working. He doesn't have his fucking glasses. His goggles, whatever, the glasses that he can see the demons and shit like that. So they're kind of like, he's kind of like at his wit's end. He's like, this is fucking ridiculous. We keep finding all these dead bodies. We don't know where the fucking tempter is. I want to just get the fuck out of here. Who turns up though is fucking Dedham from fucking Deadwood from issue number 2.
Still alive and
the Native American. Yeah, he's old, but he's still alive in this life. We'll go ahead and say, and he ends up hooking up with Lucas and him, and then him and Alicia, they find, he was because he was going to find one of his friends. Dedham was looking for one of his friends, and it turns out this woman was also every so often I guess gets possessed by the tempter, and she was about to kill herself, and Lucas saves her, and it's just, then she's like, I can bring you the tempter, I can tell you where to find the tempter and stuff, and I wanted to kill myself because I just couldn't do it anymore. All right, look, I love this comic, but I'm going to tell you, it is still fucking confusing to me.
Well, yeah, the girls, I still don't understand what's happening with the different women.
I don't, all right, so there's two different demon girls. Right, there's Alicia, and then there's, I don't know who the other girl is.
Yeah.
There's another girl that pops up, but it's getting to the point where I think Lucas doesn't even know what the fuck's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's just kind of going with the flow.
Yeah, all right, so they're going to go try and find this tempter, and it's Lucas, Alicia, the demon Alicia, the hunter Lucas, Dedham, the old Native American demon hunter, I guess, and the girl that was used by the tempter. They're going to look for this thing to like fucking end it. And Jesus Christ, like, what they find the demon, and the demon once again is like, I'm getting out of here. The demon fucking takes off, dude. It's so confusing, and I feel like I'm like even like talking about it confusing.
Yeah.
Who shows up at the end? Another. That's not Gadriel though. Another fucking hunter shows up. I don't know who this guy is, and he has this like weird laser whiplash that he has. That he has around Lucas's fucking neck. Like, I don't understand who that guy is. That's not Gadriel, right?
No,
it's some other dude, and he says, "You chased the tempter off before I could terminate it. I don't like competition." So he's another soul or demon or something.
He's another employee of Gadriel.
Of Gadriel, right? So Lucas doesn't get the fucking the tempter. It disappears. It goes. It leaves the body. Leaves. This guy's all pissed off. Fights with Lucas. Lucas says, "You know what? Fuck this." Pulls out the fucking pistol.
The 2-page spread when he shoots him, and he's like,
"Yeah."
And the whip flies out of his hand, and it's like fire all across. That's
he fucking blasts this other guy, which I guess you're not supposed to do. He blasts this other guy. Dedham takes a fucking shot because Alicia shoots at fucking Lucas. Dedham takes a shot for him, and then Lucas fucking gets fucking teleported away. Before we go to the end of the comic, though, like, I'm sorry, guys, if it seems really confused. I'm just really confused with this comic, but I don't understand. I get it, but I don't get it. Like, there's a lot of characters, and I'm not. Let me calm down for a second. Let me take this. Take this down.
No, I feel you.
I do get it. I get it. He was hunting the demon. The demon took off. He didn't get to kill it. Another demon hunter showed up, made fun of him and Alicia because they were partnered, and there were other, he says, Gadget's lapdogs. Lucas shoots that demon hunter, which I guess is against the rules. He gets teleported away, but gets teleported away to the fucking future of 2047.
And finds out he was in a coma for 30 years.
He's in a coma for 30 years. 30? Yeah, 30 years. 30. It's interesting. So, but he sees his psychiatrist.
Janet.
Oh, no. First, wait. Sorry, guys. First, he comes back to his present day, then gets teleported fucking 30 years ahead.
Oh, yeah.
As he's like, quote unquote, because he shot up. It says he shot up. But when the fuck did he shoot up? She says, I can't keep coming out here, Lucas. This is way past help.
Maybe Gadget did that to him or some shit. Who knows? I don't know.
I guess I'm a sucker for guys who OD every other week. So he's been ODing? Like, so it just like does this weird time jump. Like, what? When the fuck was he ODing? Was he ODing every time he was teleported, dude? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yo, could you imagine? This whole Gadriel thing is made up, and he's been ODing and tripping out every time.
Dude, really think about this for a second.
Head explosion right there. Could you fucking imagine, dude?
I mean, he tried to kill himself. Could he have like? Oh, I'd have to go back to the first comic. Did he? I know he didn't shoot up after he quote unquote killed that person in the car.
I don't think we saw him shoot up at all. He was a pill addict.
Yeah. And then they did shoot him up when he was in Vietnam. They gave him
that is true.
They roofie him, or they were going to give him heroin, and then he got out of that. But they did give him something. He was like, "Well, here's my sobriety." But oh my god, I don't know what this is, because then he gets teleported to fucking 2047.
Well, another couple weeks, dude. We have the last one.
Yeah.
Last fucking issue, which I'm excited but sad for.
So he's bald and in a hospital, and I don't know who this lady is. Who is this lady? I don't know. That's not Janet. I don't think that's Janet. I guess it could be Janet. He says Janet. I asked you who you are. Yeah, it is Janet. Yeah, he hasn't aged though. She's old and he isn't. That's weird.
Shit, who knows? Fuck.
Wow. Cool. Okay, so I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah, sorry if this section was really confusing from the words from our mouths, but yeah, it's just kind of confusing. I don't know. I mean, I'm not being crazy, right? You find that a little confusing too, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. That yeah. Because I feel like some of the characters look the same.
The two, and I'd never know who the two chicks are.
The art style, yeah.
Because at one point they're running to go get that tempter, and as they're running, Lucas gets pulled back by the one woman. Penemu. I've heard a lot of crazy shit from Penemu, but when a general starts begging you to kill their own men. Oh wait, who is Penemu now? Is that like his sergeant or something? God damn, I don't fucking remember. It's too much. Anyway, it's a really fun comic. I enjoy this comic a lot. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I can't wait to see.
It's really cool. It sucks that it's going to end. But don't worry, we have 2 other demon fucking comics we're reading, so we should be fine. We're behind on Demonic, which I read them. You didn't read them yet, but they're really good. Those last 2 are really good. And Killer Be Killed, really fucking good. All right, so let's pop out of this one. So lastly, we usually do a you should read, which we'll get to in 1 second. But we just want to really quickly talk about, we've been talking about like other extra shit too, like video games and trailers and stuff like that. So Battlefield 1 had come out, and about a week ago now, a couple weeks, since like the 21st. And so we've been playing it, and I don't know if you guys play games or not, but Battlefield 1, fucking great game. So Alec and I have been playing Battlefield. I've been playing Battlefield 1 since its inception back in 2000, I think, 2001.
2002 was 1942.
It was in 2002? Wow, I thought it was sooner.
And then 04, I think, was Battlefield 2.
Yeah, so 1942, Battlefield 2, then Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and in between we had a whole bunch of other Battlefield-type games from the same makers. But Battlefield 1 is World War I. It really brings back the feel of 1942. Fucking awesome. Multiplayer is awesome. I beat the campaign. The campaign is 5 different vignettes, different aspects of the war through different characters in the war, or people, soldiers. So fucking great. One of the vignettes is about Lawrence of Arabia. Another is of a tank. You're a tank pilot. Another one is you're an actual plane pilot. Just fucking great. Like I thought those campaigns were better than Call of Duty campaigns, like put together, you know? Even just like one of the campaigns it's just so done so well. And the fact that they're like these short little vignette things, you know what I mean? Not only does it let you go back and there's some things that you can collect. You can collect these field manuals to get some extra stuff if you want to get all the trophies in the game. We're playing on PS4, so I guess it's achievements if you're on Xbox. But yeah, it lets you go. Like I plan on probably going back and playing those again. They're short enough that 1 to 2 hours, depending on how long it takes you to play them. But so what? 5-hour campaign. That's par for course for first person shooters for campaign stuff. But just a great game. Alec and I are going to jump into some multiplayer probably after this. We record this. Such a fun game. If you guys are on PlayStation 4 and you have Battlefield 1 or plan on getting it, definitely add us. I'm Ronin 1011G, and Alec, I forget, aren't you?
Your Shepherd 123.
You're Shepherd 123. That's right. So
yes.
So add us on PlayStation Network if you want to play with us. And
yeah, I love the multiplayer on that shit, dude. It's amazing.
And it's old guns, but they're not old. You know what I'm saying? Like
I suck most of the time, but then there's times that like I run up on a squad and I like stab one guy and then shoot one, pull out my pistol, kill 2 more, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm amazing. And then I die.
And then you die.
And then I die 10 times in a row, and that's it.
But that's fine. Who cares?
Yeah, I don't care, dude.
I told you,
so much fun.
I've always played since Battlefield 2 when they initiated squads. I've always been squad leader. I will always, and I'll rank in the top 3.
The squad work, and this is nice. I like it how you work together with each other.
It's great. I love it. I love it's. That's why, and that's what was missing from.
This had a classic feel. This felt so much like a mixture of like 2 and 1942, and like to me, like even more than 3 and 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
even though those were the more recent
I absolutely
games, like,
agree.
It felt way more classic to me, man.
They've really refined it, and it just looks amazing. It looks so gorgeous. If you guys
I like running around on a horse with the sword.
Yeah.
And like cutting motherfucker, because dude, I'm running across a desert on a horse. Like you can obviously see me, right? But nobody pays attention to the dude on the horse. So I run up on like a squad of like 3 dudes
and just hack away, man. Yep.
And like even I just cut up 2 of your squad mates, and you still don't even bother to shoot me. Like I don't understand what's like.
And then you get killed by a tank.
Yeah.
Or an artillery gun.
Or I get sniped. Like I get my fucking face blown off.
Yeah, true. Anyway, good stuff.
I love it.
Great. Check it out if you're into video games, if you're into first-person shooters, and if you've been on the fence about it, if you don't know anything about it, go check it out. Watch some videos on YouTube. It's a beautiful-looking game. It plays wonderful. It's a fun, squad-based, open-world, fucking great multiplayer. Not like Call of Duty. Call of Duty's this linear, kind of thing. Call of Duty's fun, but it's too arcadey sometimes. And especially the new one. Oh God, I played the beta for the Infinite.
I take Titanfall for fast paced arcadey type shit.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll get we'll talk about Titanfall 2 another time.
Yeah, definitely.
Seeing as how I still have to get the damn game. Anyway, why don't we do really quickly? You should read, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I really think I'm gonna start reading for myself. I want to start reading Doctor Strange because in a couple of months we have the movie. I'm sorry. Wow. No, next week. This Friday. Wow. What an idiot I am. Next month. What am I talking about?
This Friday's what?
Doctor Strange.
Oh shit.
November 3rd.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. So.
Oh shit.
So.
No, wait.
Yeah, dude.
The 3rd? I thought Friday was the 4th.
Whatever, dude. No, it's
I might be retarded.
The 4th. My bad. Okay, so 4th. Whatever,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So I mean, fucking.
Do you want to see? Do you want to go see it?
Yeah, of course I want to go fucking see
Does
it.
Angie want to see it?
I don't know. I have to see if my wife wants to see it. But yeah, so
definitely.
it should be coming out. It's coming out November 4th, this Friday. And it is going to be fucking great. So I kind of want to read the Doctor Strange comics. Will I read them before then? Like there's a new, and I know one of our listeners, one of my gaming buddies, Ward, he's been telling us we have to read Doctor Strange. He's reading the newest run, and I think I'm going to hop into that just to get some familiarity with the character, you know. And that's about it. That's all I'm going to go ahead and say. You got anything or nah?
Nah. That's
we're
about
good.
it for me.
Guys, I think that's going to do it for us. Please, if you want to get in touch with us, leave comments on wherever you're listening to us here. If you're listening on iTunes and you wouldn't mind, just give us a rating. It helps us. It helps us get seen on iTunes. If you don't know, it helps us get pushed up there so people can get the same cool content that you guys are listening to. I want to thank everyone who does listen to us. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Everyone who's on our Instagram, on our Twitter. So if you want to check us out, that's at TheComicsNoob. Just go there. Check out comicspodcast.com. That's part of this little group that we're part of, that network of comic podcasters. We're part of them. Go check them out. If you want to check out our friend DC Universe Picks on Instagram, he's got some cool stuff up there. If you want to check out thepartynerds with a Z.com, they're our new friends, and they do some really cool comic book, movie stuff related stuff, podcasting on Wildfire Radio. So go check those guys out, and please check us out. Thank you for all the support and get us in there. Alec is the Cult of Personality on Instagram. Gaming wise, I said you can check out Ronin1011 on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter. And yeah, you want to check out Two Punch or me and Herman for some comedy stuff on YouTube. Check those things out too. Anyway, that's it, guys. I think we're going to be done. So till next week, enjoy your comics, enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. Everyone have a great Halloween. And we will talk to you guys next time. So peace out.
Peace.